Hey there, it's Brittany, and I am back with part 2 of Gemstone stars. I'm so excited. Beauty and the Bead Shop got new stars, and I'm sure you're going to want to check these out. So these are some new gemstones. I showed you some earlier this year. Of course, we have crystal quartz. I love crystal quartz so much, so I had to grab those. Beautiful. These are a little bit cloudier than you typically see with the real clear crystal quartz, but that's totally fine with me. I love it so much. We also have sodalite, beautiful blue, great with lapis. Just love it. And this sodalite actually has some hints of orange, which I don't get to see sodalite with a lot of orange, but it happens once in a while, so I'm really excited that that has some orange in it. We have tree agate. These are gorgeous. Look, green and white. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, that makes me so happy. Then we have peace jade. Love this because it has a little bit of purple in it and green. Purple and green is such a good color combo. And I love, I love the more natural greens. So it makes me super happy. And then amethyst. So we have a lot of new gemstones. I'm so excited. I think we're gonna make a necklace. I got some really cute stars from Beauty and the Bead Shop as well, because they have a lot of charms and spacers and stuff. So I was thinking of necklace and maybe a pair of earrings. You can even do a cute little charm bracelet too, but I think we're gonna do a necklace. I want to get some chain, and I'm gonna go through the rest of the gemstones I have from them, and we'll make a necklace. In my last video for Beauty and the Bead Shop, I also showed these beautiful rounds, and this one has a bunch of different stones on it. So we've got some amethyst, some rose quartz, fluorite, and that might be amazonite, and I'm actually not quite sure what this one is, but I thought the colors were fantastic to go with our beautiful amethyst stars, and we might work in some of the quartz stars. I was looking at this one with the tree agate and the peace jade, so that would be pretty cool too. These are also from Beauty and the Beads. So there's tons and tons of beads on their website. And the fun thing is, if you want to use coupon code Turquoise, you can get 30% off a $50 order. So go hog wild. But I think we're gonna use these pretty colors. All right, and then I had this chain in my stash. This was from Joann's a while back. So, and then I have this other chain. This one's got stars on it though, so I thought that would be fun. I am going to open up my strands. Now I think I'm gonna also use the crystal quartz because I just really love them so much. And I want to kind of have some stars hanging down in the front, almost like a waterfall. I feel like that would be kind of pretty, but I don't really know how that's gonna work. Like, I guess I could do, I'm envisioning like some hanging from chain, and then I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Like, I guess you could do like a graduated thing of stars, but that's, I mean, it's fun, but we don't have to do it like that. We don't need 5. Okay. All right, so I like how they're staggered. Move them over a little bit. So I want them to kind of be hanging, like stars would hang like from a ceiling or something if you did that in your bedroom. I don't know, I think it's be a little whimsical, but I also want some of my other stars hanging. I love these little puffy stars, they're so happy. Now I just have to figure out how to do this. So if I'm thinking that I want these all to hang like this, then I can hang the little, these stars from these stars, and then I don't know. We'll figure it out. Some of these I'm going to make into dangles, and then some of them I'm going to make into connectors because I'll want my this star to hang from here, although these two are not going to be connected, so this one I can just hang from a head pin, and we'll do a wire wrap loop here. Wire wrap this one. So the only one that's going to have a connector is that guy right there. Take some wire wrapping, or some wire. This is probably 24 gauge. I would typically use 22, but I have misplaced my 22 gauge. I think I've successfully bribed one of my friends to come help me clean. So we will hopefully know where everything is by the new year in this studio. If not, I'll have to bribe somebody else, I guess. They did say they take payment in beads, so. All right, I'll do a little wire wrap loop there. I am filming this the night before I'm leaving for vacation. I'm very excited, and this necklace is making me happy. All right, so now, like, this one's gonna be hanging independently, but these three are going to be connected, and then these two are gonna be hanging independently from the necklace too. I have a vision. Hopefully it will work. We shall see. All right, I'm gonna get out some jump rings. I'm using a lot of jump rings today. I filmed a lot of things today that I'll be able to edit on our 6-hour flight. Goodness, I think that's the longest flight I've ever been on. I had one that was 5 hours once, and that was wild. Okay, now I want to dangle some from this guy, so I think we're gonna go just 2 of these. And I'm gonna put that star that fell off on here. And my connector. Any chain's gonna work for that, like with this. So if you have any charms or anything that you want to hang from the chain, kind of like these stars were on my chain, go for it. Or you could just use plain chain, and whatever, like crystal dangles, that would be fun. If you have tiny stars that are crystals or something, that would be fun too. All right, and then we're gonna put this guy. All right, that is so cool. And then I am going to hang I'm going to use 2 little links for the next one. And one of those stars I think fell off, yeah, so we'll put them on there too. Actually, 2 little stars fell off. All right. And then I'm just going to do 1 link hanging from that guy. Okay. And then I just need to figure out this situation. So we're going to do maybe 1 link between these 2. Maybe just a jump ring between these 2, and then one link over here. Okay, so I'm gonna move that over a little bit. So it's gonna be a little, it's a little asymmetrical, but I like the randomness kind of it. And then we're gonna space it with some kind of beads. I don't know if I have an amethyst or something like that. I have some amethyst cubes. That would be cool. We have crystal quartz, but these are large hole. These are all from Beauty and the Bead Shop, by the way. Oh yeah, we're gonna be using this amethyst. And then I'll get out either some silver seed beads or spacers or something. And then I'll just need some wire. So I'm gonna start by threading on all this, and then I'll worry about the pattern in the back of the necklace with these beads. And then a spacer. Then I'm gonna put on this little guy. Oh, this is gonna be real pretty. Really pretty. And then I'm gonna do a spacer and then an amethyst, and then you see where we're going here. Now I might have to use 2 amethysts between just to see, you know, if one doesn't do well in the spacer department. So we'll see if our stars are hitting each other too much. And if they are, I will just put in another amethyst, 2 as a spacer instead of 1. So let's see how we're doing here. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty, but I don't like how these stars are hitting each other. So I will put in another amethyst. And we'll keep going. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's making me so happy. I love it when I get, like, I start squinting my eyes because I'm so happy, like I'm overloaded. And that's what this is doing to me. It's so sweet. All right, and then we're gonna go in with our other gemstones. And I'm thinking I'll put either some of these crystal quartz ones up the sides, or we'll just stay with amethyst, and I'll save my crystal quartz for later on. So let's see. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Let me get some of this junk out of the way. Exactly what I wanted. Oh, isn't that so pretty? And you can recreate, if you don't have the exact same things, you can recreate it in a different way. Get your star gemstones, get your star charms, and then use beaded dangles instead of stars if you don't have star chain. Use little sparkly seed beads or something. You can make this your own. All right, loving how there's a Japanese word, kawaii, like that means really cute. And I feel like that's what this is, just really cute. I'm going to be using probably all of these except for this blue, because I think that blue is just not the color I'm going for, but that goes really well with the sodalite stars. All right, so I am going to, oh my gosh, this actually turned out 100% better than I thought it would, so I'm pumped. I am so excited. And if I want, I can use some of the stars left from my chain up the sides, but I think we have enough stars here. And then we have our Amazonite. All right, so I'm gonna go pink and purple. This goes together like chocolate and peanut butter. And I'm gonna grab a different type of spacer here. Fluorite. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. And then an amethyst. Okay, and two of these for the other side, two of these for the other side, one of these. And then I think what I'm going to do is just do amethyst up the back and then finish off with the cubes. So I'll just keep going. And I'm going to put on a stopper here. And then I'll do the other side. And I know I'm going to need to put more of those beads on, but I want to get the other side going so we can have an estimate on length. Okay, it's strong. You will notice that there's one more cube on this side than there is on this side, and that's because it's an asymmetrical necklace, and the way that I wanted it to hang, I had to put 4 on one side, 5 on the other. So super cute, beautiful gemstone necklace. I'm going to put it on my mannequin, but it's dark outside, and I am, like I said, flying out in the morning when it's still dark. So I won't be able to do any sunlight, but hopefully you'll get to at least get an idea of what it looks like. I am just going to do a lobster clasp on this in my crimp tube. Put my jump ring on my clasp. Come through and then back down through my crimp. And if your gemstone will allow you, come back down through a couple of those if you can. All right, and then we'll take our crimping pliers, put that in our largest valley there, and squish. Turn 90 degrees, squish again. Squish one more time. And then I'm just going to trim this here. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Come through a couple of gemstones. Pull. And we'll squish and turn, squish again, one more time. And then I am just going to trim that one, and we have ourselves a hanging star necklace, which is just too super cute. Now, if you want to see how I've also used these stars in another necklace, actually, did I do a necklace? I can't remember. I did earrings, a bracelet, and I think a necklace in my other video, but it was not, they were nothing like this. So you can get some more ideas in that other video if you'd like. Love, love, love this absolutely adorable little necklace. And then I'm just gonna take 2 of these, and I'll take a, what is this, amethyst, put him like that, and I'm gonna do some asymmetrical earrings. So I just want one that's a little bit more animated. We'll go with this one, and this one will be at the bottom. Wire wrap loop for connector for this one. And you guessed it, I'm going to be using some chain on these too. So I'll do this and I'll find my chain. Just going to do one between each one. Okay, and then we just need some ear wires. So cute, so cute. Move that up a little bit so you can see it. So there's our first earring. You can always hang a little amethyst on the inside or hang from the bottom. And then I need a jump ring on this one just because of the way it's going to hang. Well, we can see how it looks. Might look okay sideways. No, we need a jump ring. All right, we have a pair of asymmetrical earrings, super duper cute, and we have our beautiful galactic necklace. So I'm very excited about this. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today. If you're interested in any of the things I showed, I will put links in the description of this video. You can check out beautyandthebeadshop.com or I think it's beautyandthebead.com. And again, use coupon code turquoise for 30% off a $50 order. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for Goldie. She's super cute. Bye-bye.
Hi, cutie. Good morning.